In this video, we're going to be talking about UFO gaming. We're going to be analyzing the price of UFO gaming as price is currently down 3.36% at the time of recording. Basically, give a technical analysis to see how price is getting on. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe as I'm trying to hit 600 subs. As well as that, before investing into UFO gaming, please do your own research as I'm not a financial advisor. So as you can see on CoinMarketCap, UFO gaming is pretty much bearish on the daily. You can see here that on the start of the day we've been bearish, even though this was mainly due to the overall Bitcoin drop, and then we did have the impulse for the Bitcoin drop, and then from then onwards we are still bearish. We didn't even make it past the daily high essentially, which was really sad to see, as it just shows that there's not much liquidity. Once we get onto trading view, I'll show you what I mean. But if we check on the weekly, we can see that how price has been getting on. So you can see here that price was really bullish, which was really nice to see actually, as it was like the first time that we'd ever seen green essentially. But then from then onwards, prices pretty much just became bearish again, making new lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, essentially making a downtrend and being overall bearish essentially. But if we check on the monthly to see how price has been getting on, you can see in the monthly here that we were pretty much bullish, and then from then onwards we pretty much became bearish again, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, everything you need for a bear market. And then from here onwards, hopefully price, if price does tap up into this region, hopefully price can respect this demand zone and not pretty much fall below this essentially. If we check in the quarterly as well, quarterly we can see that we're still overall bearish, we're still in the red zone, but hopefully price can pull itself back up. But I feel that this is mainly due to the current market conditions. So yeah, if we go over here to trading view, you can see here that price is pretty much in a really strong demand zone. It's been tapped in once, pretty much tapped in twice essentially, and we're gonna have to wait and see on how price has been getting on. You can see here on the daily candles, you can see that price has pretty much just been straight up bullish, straight up bearish essentially. And we haven't had much momentum coming through for the markets. You can see here that the candles aren't as big as they used to be, essentially meaning that there's less liquidity within the coin. Pretty much means I think loads and loads of people must be selling the UFO gaming coin essentially, because the liquidity is just very low compared to other coins. If we go over to even check what's probably a really good statistical coin, not Singularity DAO, you could possibly say Card Stack essentially. You can see Card Stack is pretty much still having a decent amount of candle, even though it's trading within a range. But UFO gaming is still not looking too good. But we're gonna have to wait and see, and we're gonna have to wait for hopefully some fundamentals to come out in the near future about the Super Galactic game. But till then, we're gonna have to keep waiting, keep holding. We're just gonna have to hold this when you have diamond hands essentially. But if we check on Bitcoin, you can see here, if we drop into the lower time frame to see how Bitcoin has been progressing, you can see here that pretty much looks like we're starting to build another accumulation schematic. You can see selling climax, automatic rally, secondary test in phase B, and then we had the initial spring, pretty much liquidating all of this demand zone essentially. You can see the demand zone being made here, the demand zone over here, pretty much being liquidated. Once that happens, it tapped up into this this demand zone, respected this demand zone. And then from then onwards, we have had a break of structure, which is really nice to see. And then you can see here that we've had the pullback essentially, which is called the retest. And then the retest has pretty much induced this demand zone, if you know what I mean. And then from then onwards, you can see we're now starting to have some bullish candles come through. Hopefully we can breach past this liquidity and possibly even take out all of this liquidity, and we could possibly reach the likes of 40k over the next day essentially, if Bitcoin wills. So yeah, it says, but we're gonna have to keep waiting to see. Hopefully with Bitcoin being bullish, hopefully it can have an effect on UFO gaming. But till then, we're gonna have to keep waiting. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe as I'm trying to hit 600 subs. And peace.